Hello, hi, this is Michaela from Rocky Travel and Women Over 50 Solo Travelers Group. Welcome to this Best of Sicily live preview. If you haven't participated in the live tour preview, this is a recap for you. And if at the end of this 10 minutes more or less video, you still have questions, you can fill in the tour form that you find below this video, or you can schedule a live call with me to discuss your questions or concerns, doubts that you have about the tour, so that you can make a thoughtful decision and make your final decision whether to book the tour with us. So let's start. So who is the Best of Sicily tour good for? As you know, our tours are for people over 50, and the Best of Sicily tour is not only for women, even if you generally, we have in average 90-95% are women, but they're also open to men. But men are limited. The number of men accepted are limited to two. So if you want to travel with your husband, or if you want to bring a friend, a male friend, we don't accept more than two, so that we have the majority of participants are female in the group, and over 50. Yes, anyone over 50 who is in good health conditions and mobile, so has a good mobility and can walk, because we will be doing a fairly good amount of walking in our Best of Sicily tour. The tour open for people who love to meet like-minded people, like-minded travelers, love to have good conversations, and also making new friendships, because what I see in our tours, there is a really good, strong bond which is built after a few days, and people get along, and also they keep the contact even after the tour. So that's also to make new connections, new friendships. So what about the itinerary? The itinerary is really a great itinerary, a very rich itinerary, because we cover three-quarters of Sicily in 10 days. And we not only cover the iconic destination of Taormina, Palermo, Syracuse, Ortigia, the Valley of the Temples, and Cefalù. We also cover the small heritage sites of Sicily, which are offbeat places, and places that you probably wouldn't find out by yourself, and also they're difficult to get to, because they are in some, very remote areas sometimes. And these are Sant'Angelo Muxaro, for instance, are the Ispica Caves, and other places that are a bit, offbeat. So, and they are really true gems. They are very peculiar places and with so much heritage. And in our tours, as I was saying before, we do quite a fairly amount of walking. We walk in town, we walk at the markets, we walk at the archaeological sites, in Taormina, in Syracuse, at the Valley of the Temple, which is a huge one, over 2 hours walk, going from one place to the next. So it's quite a lot of fairly amount of walking, but also we do in nature, walks in nature, and we do one walk, it's a hike, it's not a walk, up to the volcano crater. But this is an optional one, so to say, if you don't want to do it and it's too much for you, it's, I would say, an average hike. It's not a difficult one. Everyone, in my opinion, can do it, even if you have never hiked. But if you don't want to do that, or just maybe halfway and then come back, then you have optional activities. You can visit a small village of Vulcano. You can spend time at the beach, and put your feet in the water. If the mud baths are open, you can even go in there. If they're open this year, they weren't open, but because of some issues, they couldn't open it. But there are quite a fairly amount of good options. And then there is another walk at the Ispica Caves. This is a peculiar place of Sicily with all these ancient caves, which has been, existing for millions of years. And they have been inhabited till the 60s. In the 60s, there were still people living there. and it's in a canyon, so it's really beautiful. We have a walk there and then we have lunch. So we will be able to see some of the caves from the distance. And if we can also maybe go close and visit like the castle of there is a castle with the caves eventually if we can do that, and then have lunch in these old cottages, like an old house where we will taste the local produce and also a local wine. And so that will be very, very nice to be there. So that's a very nice one. And I'm also introducing a new one next year, 2026, to La Rocca in Cefalù. It's also an optional one for those who want to join me. It's 2 hour return walk. And that's a very beautiful because from the top of Cefalù, you will be able to have a magnificent view of Cefalù and the bay. And also there is an archaeological site there. So I'm adding also this extra one. So let's go into yes, just a couple of words about the tour guides. We have one tour guide with us for the whole 10 days. We have a private driver with our minivan, which is usually a Mercedes 19 seats. So since we are not more than 12 plus us, so 15 people in the bus, you have plenty of space. This year we were 10. And so we were 13 altogether in this big van. So it was quite very comfortable driving. And we drive for, as I said, 3/4 of the island. Sicily is a big island, so we covered around 1000 k in 10 days. So some days we drive maybe just 100 k's, and some others are a bit more, depending on what we do and the activities and the itinerary. But we cover a lot of the island. And yes, and then we will be meeting local tour guides. So for instance, in Palermo, the street food tour, in Sant'Angelo, at the Ispica Caves, and in other places, we will be meeting local tour guides that will guide us through either a heritage sites or a small village of Sant'Angelo or the Ispica Caves. It will be a hiking guide tour. So, and me, I will be also on tour with you. So, a few words about the hotels. We will be staying in 4-star hotels, in 6 different ones, and they're all very beautiful and very different. And many of them also have extra amenities like swimming pools. They have some that have massage or wellness and spas. So there will be some other things offered. The offering is not just staying there, but in your spare time, in your free time, you can also enjoy them. Food in Sicily is really fantastic, really very good, exceptional food, and we will be really having scrumptious food. Delicious food in 5 dinners and 4 lunches. And they're all different because some are in restaurants, some are in the hotels. When we come, for instance, late in the evening from activities, late afternoon, in some of the hotels, we are having a dinner with them. But the lunches, for instance, are all peculiar because one will be in agriturismo with a family, one will be at the cottage at the Ispica Caves, one will be the street food tour in Palermo, and one will be, let me think, because I'm not, I don't know. Oh, yes, the Ortigia market. So they will be very, very different, and all we will be able to taste all the different local produce of the different regions of Sicily. So, and when we don't have dinner together, lunch together, you are free to organize your dinners in the group with other participants, and we will give you also suggestion where to go, what to do in your free time. You will have 2 full afternoon free in Palermo and in Ortigia, and then you also have free time. If we have a full day of activities, for instance, you will have late afternoon and just before dinner free to enjoy just a little bit more time to do whatever you like. And yes, how does it work if you want to book? If you want to book, you need to pay the deposit up front, which is 850 euro. There is all the indication below this tour. You have to go back to the main tour page And there you have all the indication, the link. If you pay, you can pay with credit card or you can pay with bank transfer if you prefer. And once you confirm, once you have paid the deposit for and saved your spot, you receive an email confirmation from us, from Rocket Travel, and also PDF brochure of the tour with all details about everything. Also details about the hotels, about the activities, the optional activities, a little bit of the culture of Sicily and everything. So it's quite a comprehensive tour brochure about Sicily. And what else? Yes, yes, there is an offer. If you sign up by the end of this month, you will be able to get this extra bonus because I've forgotten to tell about the bonuses, but I will tell you in a minute. So the extra bonus for signing up till the end of this month, June, is a free trip planning consultation for your trip extension in Italy. So to say, if you come to Italy for the 10 days at the best of Sicily, and then you want to spend 1 week or more time in Sicily or somewhere else in Italy, or even outside of Italy in Europe, I will be happy to give you a consultation, but also trip planning, so things to do, what to do, advice on what to choose, how to pick activities, if you're staying solo, and if everything else. And the other bonuses that I'm offering with this tour are 2 Zoom calls prior to the tour departure. So one will be in February, January, February, and then the other 1 month, 1.5 months before leaving. And in these 2 Zoom calls, we will go through all details about Italy, Sicily, what you need to know about Italy, the customs. There are so many things that if you haven't been to Italy that you need to know, and also how to pack, what to bring, what you need to wear while we are there, the activities on the walk, shoes, and everything. So we will be covering with that. You will have a Facebook private group for the participants of this tour, and also WhatsApp group 1 month before leaving to Sicily, and then also during, where we will be sharing everything again, details, whatever you need to know. And it will be great to be able to share within the group if someone needs something, that's very good thing. One thing that I forgot to mention is for the price that you see in the tour page. You know that if you are coming alone and you want a private room, so to say a double room for single use, the hotels ask for an upgrade. So to say, you have to, what they call it, single supplement or upgrade for single occupancies of the room. And this is €400, 410 if I'm not mistaken, for the whole 10 days, 9 nights, 10 days. Yes, there are 9 nights. So this is a fair amount for an upgrade. It's not an exaggerated. We have arranged that with the hotels, but this is something that the hotels ask. It's not coming from the tour operator for our tour company in Sicily or from us. It's something that the hotels ask for. This is a policy of the hotels that we cannot change. But as I said, it's a fair amount. It's not really too high. But if you don't want to spend the money for the upgrade, we can also pair, if you are a woman, with another lady in the tour. That's it for now. So again, please, if you have any questions, send me an email or schedule a private call with me, one-to-one, a private call so that you can ask your questions, and sign up as soon as you can, because we will be closing this group the soonest, because we have a commitment also with our hotels. Our hotels have waiting lists, and so to say, we need to close this group as soon as possible so that we can guarantee that we get those hotels and that we have those prices also. So that's very important. I hope this was enough information for you to make up your mind. But if not, please let me know of your questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.